property of 2 Wall Street, a Manhattan office building. He reports more than $5 million in rent revenue on
he lying, y'all.
But on a tax filing for the city of New York,
he's stealing money.
Just $104,000. So why is there such a big gap with what he tells voters than what he reports to the tax man?
Well, Don, the reason
black people go to jail for that.
Disclosure forms are so badly prepared and written that, as Bill just pointed out, he can report the revenue, not the income he gets after expenses.
Oh, okay.
And the Times article points out that from other documents he's filed seeking property tax relief and whatnot, that his net revenue on some of his properties is negative, that it's dubious that some of them actually pay for themselves. Just today, a federal bankruptcy judge in Canada ordered the sale of the Trump Tower in Toronto. Now, Trump doesn't own it, but he has the management contract for it. What did the Trump Organization say? Well, the continued success. So understand when Donald puts numbers out there, they're like his statements about his net worth. They're based more on his feelings and his taking advantage of loopholes in what he reports than any reality.
William, does this give us more of an idea of what his annual income could be, and maybe a huge clue as to why he hasn't really, why we haven't seen his tax returns?
Don, I think it does. I mean, clearly if he was just reporting his actual net income from all of these buildings, I think, and in his properties that he owns, I think we'd get a very, very different image of what his net worth is, or his, on a, not only his whole net worth, which we would know from projections and his income statement and his tax returns, but how much money he actually earned last year. I mean, he referenced, I think in that New York Times article or something, they quoted him saying something like, oh, next thing I knew I had 450 million or 500 million of income last year. Who would have thought I had 500 million of income last year? Mm-hmm. Well, I just don't think that's true. I think he references revenue numbers as net income numbers, and he hopes that the American people don't notice. I mean, he has gotten a pass on so many things continuously for the last year and a half. I don't understand why we've all given him so many passes, and the people who support him giving him these passes, but they do, and so now
you're seeing there, y'all,
that he actually may not be worth $11 billion. He may have a very small amount of net income. He may never have paid any taxes. People just sort of say shrug and say that's Donald Trump, and so what?
In the first presidential debate, Trump said this, David, listen.
As far as my tax returns, you don't learn that much from tax returns, that I can tell you. You learn a lot from financial disclosure, and you should go down and take a look at that.
So he says he uses every tool at his disposal to pay as little taxes as possible, as little of his taxes as possible, and he may not have paid taxes for years and years on end. Is that what this is about, avoiding taxes, or does he really not make as much as he says he does?
Oh, I don't think he makes anywhere near what he says he does. We know from the 1995 Connecticut summary page that got out that his income that year was $19.5 million. That's a lot of money, but that doesn't put you in the billionaire class. There is not now and never has been any verifiable evidence that Trump is even a billionaire. But to Donald, his whole persona is based on he's a winner and he's worth billions of dollars. But the evidence doesn't support that. On the tax side, Donald everywhere goes to extraordinary lengths not to pay taxes. He's filed different sets of numbers with different agencies to not pay fees.